Welcome to another episode of the UMB Footy Podcast, episode 7. I got Matt and Beto with me. We are going to go through the semifinal matches that happened here and then also go into the final. And if we have time, maybe go into some transfer news and things that are happening in the world of footy. But let's get right into it. France versus Spain, the upset that a lot of people did not see happening. France crashed out of the tournament, losing 2-0 versus Spain. Lads, let's get into it. Let's get into it, man.
Oh, I'll let Beto take this first.
Beto,
He's
go.
the resident Spain guru here.
All right, we'll go to see Beto. What you got?
This match, I feel like it went a way people didn't really expect. I think it was a little bit of a lackluster France performance, but that's not only, to their own fault, but also to just how amazing the Spain midfield played. And I mean, we already talked about the Spain defense. I mean, they held it down. And the fullbacks, let's talk about Pedro Porro and Marco Corella. I mean, amazing performances by them. And then Rodri, I talked about it the other day. It's quiet performances, but dominant performances. Like, he doesn't make the headlines with this, but he's still running that midfield. Like, it shows why he won the Ballon d'Or.
For sure. There's lots that was left to be desired from this French team. I think the attack just did not show up. I don't think Mbappe, was the only one trying. I think Olise was out of his depths. Dembele looked like back in the 2022 World Cup final when he had to get subbed off at the 45th minute, bro. He was having a stinker out there. They did not have an answer for this midfield. What do you guys think Dembele's performance was like? Like, it wasn't shit as his 2022 World Cup final?
No, but it wasn't much better. But
yeah, it was pretty bad.
Good.
It reminded me of his short stint at Barcelona.
Yeah,
those performances were important matches that he doesn't fucking do shit. Like in that final against Liverpool, when literally has a 1v1 against the goalie and doesn't do it. It's literally just that's Dembele an
throwback for sure, bro.
Choke artist.
Because
you might get a Ballon d'Or, you might get a ghost. You don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought this game kind of changed for France when Saliba got hurt. I think that was a much bigger moment than what people want to give it credit for, because Maxime Lacroix comes in to replace him, and he is directly at fault for that second goal, by the way. Just totally loses the ball, loses Pedro Porro. So gets caught. You can't even say he was ball washing. He just gets caught doing nothing for the second goal.
Yeah.
But I think if Saliba's in this game, I don't know. The first goal probably still happens, but I don't think that second goal does. But I don't know. Maybe it's paradoxical to say oh yeah, well, this could happen. Hindsight's 20/20, right? But
for sure.
But I think, man, I don't know how you guys feel. I know Beto's probably not gonna have this opinion, but I just hate watching Spain, dude. I just hate it. It just reminds me of Arsenal. It's like I'm watching an Arsenal match every single time. It's just it's so boring, bro. It's just makes me want to turn the TV off, and it's like I've been on this rant before. I could get on it again, but dude, this is just so boring, man. And that's maybe the one thing I was clinging on to with France is they're exciting, they can be exciting. It's all tournament their attacks has been showing up every game. It's been really nice and fun to watch. So it's like a breath of fresh air with all the talent they got up there, and then you just it's all nullified by 3 players in a midfield and a couple of center backs, and it's just, man, it makes me so sad. But it's so boring, dude, and it's low-key, this is the worst possible outcome, in my opinion. In terms of entertainment value, this was the worst possible outcome. So, I mean,
I don't know. I don't think I fully agree with you. I think there's a worse final we could have got. Argentina, fair enough. They haven't been playing nice football, and you're just a fan of the fucking goal to goal. We're hitting one side and we're back
a little bit of flair.
I mean, that makes it fun to watch. I mean, yeah, for sure.
You're not wrong, but also the possession side of football is such a fucking magic to it. I mean,
that's what made everyone fall in love with Barcelona.
Teams try to do it in and out, and they can't do it to the level that Spain is doing it. It's an art form in itself.
I would say it's almost argue Beto there. The reason people fell in love with Barcelona was more the tiki-taka stuff. Spain aren't doing that. They're just pass sideways, backwards.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly, but it's akin to that. It's possession style football, which is It's just controlling the flow, controlling the tempo, and like knowing when to push forward, knowing when to go back. There's a couple times I got mad. I mean, I'm a fan of I'm a fan of Spain, and there's a couple times where I mean the main culprit was Fabian Ruiz. He did not want to go forward. I feel like all most of his passes were to the side or back. That could be just scared to lose the ball and not want to give a counterattack, but also just like he's like, hey, this isn't the right play. Let me recycle. Give it to the center backs. Let me look for a different angle, and then I mean it worked.
We're
I
just
mean,
in recycle ball
yeah,
times. Like it's
That's
just
it's the era we're in. I
if
saw a
it-
stat earlier that said Fabian Ruiz has not lost a single Spain match in the like 49
yeah.
or 50 games he's played.
I
Mhm.
also
They
saw
Spain
that.
have not lost in any of those matches.
Yeah,
That might be why they put him in. But I
It's
mean,
insane.
like you were saying, this France team, like electric, like electricity on the wing, speed, like flair, all that. But the one thing is, I mean, the one thing that electricity can't go through is a stone wall in the back. That's literally what stopped them. Stone does not conduct electricity. So this stone wall of Spain, we stood by it. We were talking about it from the group stages all the way to the knockout. They didn't concede until they played against fucking oh my god, who they played?
Belgium.
Belgium. That's the one time they got scored on.
I think Belgium looked better against Spain than France did, which
Yeah, I
makes
mean,
me makes me kind of sad. But I
Yeah.
also think at the same time that there's something to be obviously all the praise of Spain, right? Like they played a really
Yeah.
great match, but like there's something to be said about the France team that turned up today, and it's just like that Spain is going to shut them down for the large part, but at the same time, like you would have expected a little more like ideas, at least like creativity, maybe a little bit like more effort. I feel like the effort was largely not there to begin with for France.
Yeah.
So they didn't
I
help
mean-
themselves out, but they got shut down by I feel like a backline that didn't really even have a whole lot to do in to begin with.
I think the
I'm-
game was lost in the midfield for sure. Like
yeah,
that was it. Like they could not keep enough possession to create something. And at some point, they were just playing fuck it, get the ball, try to send Mbappe through, but the balls that
Yeah.
are being sent also weren't like great balls. Unai Simon was playing so ahead of his line,
he knew.
and he was not letting any of that happen. There was
Yeah.
one or two that looked sketchy. I think it was like the last one where he went out, he got the ball from Mbappe, but the rebound fell to Due, and Due tried to like be a little bit too fancy with it, and Unai Simon had enough time to get back and like
Yeah.
just cover it with his body. So Spain were aware that that's where they could have got hurt. Sending
Yeah, on that.
Mbappe through on the air and making him run it behind. Nobody has the space, the pace that he has, and that's they planned for it though. They were prepared. They played Unai Simon higher. He was kind of quote unquote playing as the last man, kind of when you are back in rec football when you have like a center back and a stopper.
The sweeper and the stopper.
He was playing the sweeper and there was no keeper. So it's just crazy how this French team crashed out.
Yeah.
One point I want to bring up is why did LaCroix come in over the new Madrid signing Konate, which got a total whopping of like I think 15 minutes in this tournament over LaCroix? Is he not fit?
I mean,
Just not doesn't rate him, I guess.
I feel like a lackluster performance at Liverpool during the season. He's not as physical, but he's like more like I guess lean and like agile. And maybe that was a profile they
LaCroix?
wanted.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Because like Spain doesn't really have a big guy. So I mean, so I feel like there's not really a need for a big guy. They need someone like agile that can keep up and like with the 1-2s that Spain were doing.
Mhm.
But I mean, it didn't work out for him. I mean, they still got past him. Daniel Elmo with that beautiful touch past him to set up Pedro Porro. Like I mean,
Pedro Porro playing
that
like
was
the
just
best right
magic.
back in the world, man.
I didn't know Pedro Porro was that fast, man. Lucky I saw him on one of the recovery
Hey.
plays. He caught up to fucking Barcola hella fast. I was like, who the fuck? I was like, is that Pedro Porro?
Hey,
sprinting
Pedro
back?
Porro playing for a transfer, bro.
Yeah, I think he is, bro. I don't know.
He's not getting it.
See you in Miami, bro.
I don't
He
think
not- he not getting
he
it.
has like a super long contract at Spurs. No, like he just signed fucking an extension.
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah, year or two ago, he signed an extension.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So see ya.
I think another big thing. I mean, like you were saying, I was watching what TT said in the Fox commentary. They lost that midfield battle, and I think a part of it has to do with it is that Rabiot got a yellow card way early in the match. It was like like the fourth minute, something like that.
Lamine owns Rabiot, bro.
I mean,
Lamine just owns
that
fucking
too, but
Rabiot.
I think with when you're like one of your farther back midfielders is playing like safe like that, you can't make challenges, you can't be as aggressive.
Yeah,
anymore.
but Kone came in at the second half, and he had a great tournament. Kone.
Yeah, no, he did.
And so I don't think that was like a downgrade in position, to be honest. To me, at least, I think Rabiot and Kone were kind of playing like right there.
No, yeah.
I don't think you're missing out like crazy on what Rabiot could have brought than Kone that wasn't bringing to you in that midfield. But it's just the quality that the Spain midfield had was obviously just greater than what the French could produce this time. Barcola had a stinker, absolute stinker. Did not play well.
Surprisingly, Michael Elise didn't have. I feel like if I think the performances probably like were based because he's playing in that 10. I mean, him and Dembele, switching off.
Yeah, they were
Whoever's playing
interchanging.
in that 10, they were the ones that need to dictate the play and make something, create something, but they weren't doing that. They were being shut down by Rodri and Fabian Ruiz. Like that's
Yeah.
where like the midfield battle was so important, and like it didn't give that 10 any room to breathe. Then Rodri was all over the pitch. I saw him playing center back. I saw him playing striker. I saw him playing left wing, right. Like he was all over the place. Like he always gave somebody an outlet. If a Spain player had the ball, Rodri was there giving him an outlet, a pass. He's like, "Hey, I'm here." That way, like they were under pressure, and they didn't give that 10 spot because I mean that's the person who's going to feed Mbappe is the 10, because Rabiot's not going to do it. He can't he's not known for his passing. Tchouameni's not really known for his passing either. So like I feel like France needed somebody like in the 2018 World Cup, they had fucking Pogba diamond people from the midfield. And I feel like this France team didn't have that. Like they were lacking that person that can unlock the defense, can dime you, can do through balls that cuts the defense open, and they're missing that.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem. These center mids for France weren't the 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 type to be able to feed a great through ball. Tchouameni has it, but he's not known for
He's also coming off
being
an
that
injury.
midfield.
He's
Yeah,
coming
he's
off an
not.
injury too, so he's not 100%.
But France crashes out. Matt's favorites to go through, win it all, end up crashing.
I feel like we said it before, but I feel like Spain. We said Spain was a team to beat them, and I think they showed it there.
Yeah, I think in the first episode we brought up Spain being, if anybody could do it, it would have to be Spain. I think Matt rated Germany for a while to be able to take down France, but they couldn't make it as far.
Yeah,
but
unlucky.
Overall, on the Spanish side, I think Laporte had a great match. Kouassi again had a great match. Shadowing, I think he was the one primarily shadowing Mbappe most of the match. Kept them at bay, which is good. Dani Olmo is playing fantastically. I wish he would play like that for Barca, man.
He shows up when you need him. I feel like he's there when you need something. But against the small teams, he kind of goes. But we're not gonna talk about that right now.
Moving on to Argentina versus England, our second semifinal match. Argentina goes through with a 2-1 win over England. Man, was it a match?
Holy, yeah, literally.
I think we saw Southgate football out here, May. We saw Southgate football, and one thing I want to bring up is Harry Kane came out and said after the game, once we went 1-0 up, we seemed to just try to hold on, which at this level is not enough. But that was what they were doing every game though. They got a lead and they parked the bus afterwards. They never tried playing footy like going out. Every time against Norway, they did it. Against Mexico, they did it, which Mexico, fair enough. You were down to 10 men. Understandable. Haram ball and terrorismo ball. Let's just park everybody in the back, bring in big ass Dan Burn. But first sub came in at the 72nd minute. Gonza comes in for Gordon, and they're just playing hoofball at that point, defending a 1-0 lead, and ultimately could not get the job done. You cannot invite all this pressure and expect nothing to come of it. Matt, take us through some of the match.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like you said, this was just a Thomas Tuchel disaster class. To be honest with you, I thought the game plan was good for the opening 55, 60 minutes of the match, and then Anthony Gordon scores the opening goal. And I mean, Argentina, I thought it was interesting from Argentina because in this tournament they've kind of shown that they don't necessarily want all the possession the entire game. Like even against like Algeria and Austria, they had extended spells in the match where they did not have the majority of the possession. Possession was like 70-30. points in both matches. So they've shown that they're kind of comfortable to sit off and let the other team have it. But it was almost like a completely different approach. Like pretty much from the first moment, Argentina was trying to dominate the ball, and England did the same thing. It was like Tuchel had the same game plan against Mexico, but at the same time, the Mexican attackers in midfield had a completely different profile than Argentina does. Like, Quiñones was really the only one on the Mexican front line that was ever going to cause any problems against England. And Tuchel, I thought after that match, I praised him because I was like, yeah, this was a perfect setup. Like he knew exactly how to counter Mexico's style of play, and it worked like perfectly. And he almost like tried to do the same thing against Argentina, but in a team that has like the greatest player of all time amongst a plethora of other like maybe not superstars, but like maybe not world class either, but like really, really good players, right? Like Julian Alvarez, I'm sorry, he's like a little bit better than Raul Jimenez, like, so you can't play the same way that you did against Mexico. I thought they went for it a bit more against Norway. It wasn't until England had already scored the equalizer and then eventually the go ahead goal that Norway actually started to like really ramp up possession in that match. But I thought it was weird that Tuchel just kind of let Argentina have the ball, and he was like, you know what, if you want it, you can have it. And for a while, like the majority of the match, it worked. And then they scored the goal. I think Tuchel got the substitutions completely wrong. I mean, he brought on Dan Burn eventually, and they still conceded a header. So it's like, does it really like
crazy?
Didn't really do a whole lot for them. I mean, and I saw a graph too. There was a tweet that was doing the rounds on Twitter this morning where it was an animated graph of how high England's backline was throughout the whole match, and then it's like in the middle, fluctuating between like opposition half, their own half, like right around the halfway line. They score the goal and it just drops. It for like the rest of the match basically just totally drops. And it's easy to sit back here after the match and be like, well, no shit, you can't sit back against the world champions and just soak up all the pressure in the world. But to that point in the match, they had like nothing to be worried about. Like Argentina, they really weren't causing too many problems. Enzo Fernandez, the one thing I will say is that Elliot Anderson is totally at fault for that first goal. Enzo Fernandez had like 2 or 3 moments earlier in the match where he was just letting them rip from deep. And the same thing happens. The ball gets played into Enzo Fernandez, top of the box.
Question for you on that one is, I don't know if you remember the play fully on the goal of the Enzo Fernandez scored. Yes, you're right. Elliot Anderson just never closed him, and he just let him rip him consistently. I agree with you on that. That was Anderson's man was Enzo Fernandez in that corner kick, but he ended up coming to pressure Messi because Harry Kane never came out to double man press with Spence. I think it was Spence had him solo, and then Harry Kane never fully came out and pressured, helped do the double pressure, which I think it was like something that's I almost said Southgate that the gaffer said to go do double pressure and Messi has ball. So is it partially on Kane to not that he didn't come out and pressure, or is that fully on Anderson, or what do you think is like on both to kind of fault there?
I think the way the corner happened, Kane was almost, it looked to me like he was almost expecting a counterattack to break, because for a moment, right after the ball gets swung in, and there's a moment where it looks like England is gonna hoof it, but that never happens. I think Kane was maybe expecting that, but I don't know.
No, because if I remember correctly, they played the corner short. The ball came then immediately back to Messi. Messi dribbled in.
Oh yeah, you're
right. Spence caught him, and I think Kane was playing more of that and then Kane was kind of playing that first post. Would have been kind of the man to come and do that second pressure, but it just didn't happen. And I think that's why Anderson then came down, which ultimately he left his man, and that's the reason why that goal came in.
It was played short, and I thought, yes, it is Kane's fault in that regard of like he should have dropped and helped Spence press. But at the same time, I think if he does that, because you saw for the second goal, there's 2 players pressing Messi, he still gets the cross off. So at the same time, I think if Messi wants to cross that ball, whether Kane's there or not, he does, and he probably gets it off. Yeah. But Anderson, it was almost like a lack of communication, because Anderson had time from the way that I see it. He knows Fernandez is there, but he has like 2 or 3 seconds where he kind of expects Messi to get the ball and then he goes towards him. But also at the same time, you could argue that Jude not recognizing that Anderson's gone it's also kind of his fault too, because Jude, he doesn't pick up the gap and he picks it up too late and he dives in at the last second when Fernandez shoots. But I don't really understand how that goal happens. It's like a total lapse of concentration defensively on like 3 or 4 different levels from like 3 or 4 different players.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's one person is at fault. It's many collective things coming together to kind of just almost like unfortunate at this level of the game. I mean, it's a World Cup semifinal, like, but yeah, Enzo Fernandez has like 2 or 3 opportunities earlier in the match where he's just shooting from deep and they're close. Like they're not like wayward. Like they're all close. They're all making Pickford work for him.
The goal that came in was from a corner that came previously from a fucking 40-yarder that Pickford had to push out, but ended up leading anyways to the goal.
Yeah, I think it's kind of more just a moment of like brilliance from Fernandez that like, but then again, I mean, it's a total lapse concentration from England's defense, and you can look at it like both ways. Both things are true at the same time. It's a really good goal from Argentina, and it felt like to me after that goal went in, it was totally deflated the England team. Like it just like they were like, okay, like 5 more minutes. Like we're so close, we're so close. They let the goal in, and then it's just over because not like a minute or two after the goal happens, McAllister hits the post, and it could easily have been done before 90 minutes even comes up. And yeah, at that point, I feel like they just totally lost their.
At that point in the game,
structure.
when Enzo got his goal, which was the 85th minute, England had Gonza in, Nico O'Reilly had just come in for Declan Rice, Dan Burn had just come in for Reece James, which I think Reece James came out injured anyways. And so at that point, England had like a total, I think, of 6 defenders in, or
6,
and they were just fucking playing 5 at the back. And O'Reilly came in. He played that midfield where kind of, I think they ended up swapping with Anderson went to the right side, and then Nico O'Reilly went on the left side, and he was kind of him and Spence were doubling up Messi, and that was their game plan going into it. And I was watching the game with my girlfriend, and I was all like, "Babe, they're gonna be fucking screwed if Argentina tie this match, because now you have 6 defenders on the pitch, and you have to go in and get a goal, and you just took off Declan Rice, Anthony Gordon, and you brought in these defenders. So it's just fucking crazy, like." To see, obviously, hindsight is fucking hindsight, but
I mean, yeah, if this game, let's say, like, hypothetically, this game ends 1-0 to England, people are probably praising Thomas Tuchel, and they don't even regard the fact that he made those substitutions. It's like, oh my God, this guy got us to a World Cup final for the first time in like 50, 60 years, like, Yeah. So I think it's a story of like, if this goes the other way, Thomas Tuchel is like a national hero in England. But because they need a scapegoat, and Thomas Tuchel's kind of like the easiest one to do it because none of the players made like a blundering error on any of the goals. So yeah, Thomas Tuchel is kind of being made the scapegoat here.
Yeah, he has to be. Both goals that came in were like, you could kind of blame Anderson for not pressuring. Yeah, you could kind of blame Jude for not going on pressuring as well. But like, it's not a blatant error. Like, you're the reason we're not in. And then on the second one, 2-man pressing Messi gets a cross off with his right foot.
I think also for the first goal, one more thing is I almost think Pickford could have saved it. Like, maybe this is kind of like ridiculous. Like, he gets a hand. Yeah. But like, I honestly think Pickford could have saved that.
Yeah, I think Jude was mad, right?
I saw because
it was towards the middle of the net.
He was shifted over because he couldn't see possibly the ball, so he had shifted over to kind of see the ball. And in that point where he shifted, then he's caught off balance on his other foot. By the time he reaches it, he also has little T-Rex hands and doesn't have the reach of other keepers.
And then after the goal score, he's seen on the ground, like he's seen like punching the ground, like he knows he fucked up. He's like, I could have got that. I should have. Pickford was on the ground like
I think you
mad.
could see Jude get up and be in the middle or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, the goal, like the ball was going towards the middle of the net.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was kind of like swirling away to the outside,
Mhm.
but
It was.
It was
I
like
think-
middle left center. It was like left
I think
center.
Enzo hit it with like the inside of his foot, so it had like an outer rotation going. But it was definitely preventable.
Yeah.
Definitely preventable. And then the second goal comes off of a McAllister shot to the cross,
post.
hits the crossbar. No, yeah, sorry, hits the post,
uh-huh.
rolls out. It gets very badly cleared. Messi catches it, runs down the wing, crosses it right-footed. Lautaro Martinez is just fucking wide
Yeah.
open. I
I think it was like a scramble from England. Like they just didn't
Yeah.
like they weren't prepared. It was like a scramble.
for
you could
sure.
almost argue they had like too many defenders on the pitch because you have that many guys in the box.
They don't know
Yeah.
where
There's
to play.
bound to be a lack of communication
Yeah, they
because
don't know
all
where
of
to
them
play.
think that they're responsible for like the same person. So
Yeah.
I think the second goal is genuinely unfortunate for England because it starts out, Messi picks the ball up. Spence is kind of like playing off of him, starting to close in, and then he like stubs his toe or some shit.
Yeah, he
He
does.
like slightly like rolls his ankle or something. I don't know what happened, but
yeah.
he like
I was giving
he
you shit
starts
for him
li-
not
he-
being an injury, but I saw the replay. He like fucked his like toe or something on the grass.
he starts like limping after like while Messi has the ball, and so O'Reilly pushes up to get even closer to Messi, and so it's like it's really only a one man press. It's like O'Reilly
Yeah.
versus Messi. Nico O'Reilly's been probably England's worst player so far in this tournament. So, I mean, yeah, but there's no excuses for leaving Lautaro Martinez unattended in the box. And
With
then-
Dan Burn still in the game.
with
Yeah.
with Dan Burn, Ezri Konsa,
Yeah.
John Stones, like you got these guys that are like brick shit houses just standing in the box. And I haven't looked at the replay to see who everyone was on, like man wise, but
I have it up right now in front of my screen. So when that cross came in, there was a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defenders in the box, just in the goalie's box itself. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 England defenders and two Argentina attackers. In it goes closest to the ball, I think, is Dan Burn, fucking far out there. Then Gahey, which is damn near in front of Pickford. And then you have John Stones right here, and Lautaro Martinez just right behind him, and also Konsa right behind him. So, like, it's fucking crazy. The box is so packed, and he's still wide open that there's so
I think
much
it was
space.
Just a pinpoint accuracy of Messi with that right foot. Also, you can't even
but-
say that's luck. That's literally Messi magic. Like luck is just like it's just like huffing it up and hoping it hits it, but he hits it directly at his head, like through just enough over John Stones to be like perfectly on Lautaro's head.
do you legitimately think Messi saw him though?
I don't think so.
I think Messi's always looking, bro. He knows where his players are.
I think that was just
he's
I
like
don't- I don't
5'7"
know.
though.
So you think it was a Hail Mary?
I think so. What the fuck?
I don't know about all that.
Here, let me see. Let me watch this again. Messi goes, does not look up and just look at the ball the whole time,
Yeah.
crosses it.
But the thing is, like you play so much, like you know where the players are. You know
Okay,
where your
but
players are gonna
exactly
be.
no, but you know where to put it. You know where it needs to be, but him knowing that that's exactly where Lautaro Martinez is going to be.
So you're saying that's luck because that's like a 0.0001% chance that it gets right on Lautaro Martinez's head. Like it's like we're talking about like because weak foot. Not looking up.
Hold on.
It's
Hold on,
Messi
hold on,
magic,
hold on,
bro.
hold on. No, yes, I'm not saying it's not magic, but you saying he saw Lautaro Martinez, he put it right there for him. I don't think so. He didn't look up.
I think he knows where his players are, bro. I think at that point, like he's probably like side eye or like
No,
sees
but
some spot something.
He knows. Okay. He knows where they should be. He knows where the cross is going. But like to see, like, yeah, Lautaro Martinez is gonna be right there. Nah, I don't think so. I think you hoof it up, and
Did you send the link to the thing? Is that what you sent?
yeah.
Let me check.
That's it. That's exactly where the goal lands, and you roughly know where your people should be. You hoof it up into a danger spot, and exactly like they tell you in rec ball, put it in the box. Something's gonna happen. Put it in the box. Lautaro was there, bro.
Yeah.
So
I think it was.
it's still a great cross. I'm not taking anything away from it. Great cross on his weak foot, yeah. But sometimes
I think if Argentina continue playing this way, which they probably will against Spain. I mean, we'll get to it in a little bit, but I don't think it's just Spain are going to suffocate them, and it's gonna be a terrible match to watch.
yeah, we've seen Argentina do this match in and match out though. Like they don't look great until the 80th minute hits,
Yeah.
and then they're just fucking turn it on, bro.
The
It's
one thing I
fucking
will say though
crazy.
is everyone was talking about the ref before this game, but I thought he was fine.
I think the
I thought he
ref
was
did.
good.
Yeah,
Oh,
the ref
what's his
was
name?
fine.
Ismail something.
Ismail Elfath.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there was any calls that are like should have been crazy. Like,
I mean, this might be a reach, but I'm looking back at the replay. But Messi, like before he gets the ball, he sees like Lautaro's in the same spot the whole time in the box. Like when McAllister shoots it, he just moves like a little bit just to get like onside, obviously. But Messi sees him still when he gets the ball. And he's scanning. He's not just looking at the ball. He's scanning everything in front of him. Martinez is like in the same exact spot, like maybe within like a foot. And then Messi obviously takes the wing. I think he knows he's gonna stay there because where else is Lautaro Martinez gonna go? He's not gonna fucking go near post, cut back because I mean, it's part luck, but also part like I think it's more Messi magic. Like Messi's the only player that's gonna put that on your fucking head, bro. I don't know.
I don't know. I
It
don't
might
know.
be too much.
As
It might be too
as
much
much as
glaze.
a Messi glazer as I am,
It
and
might
I
be
love
too-
him.
It might be too much glaze.
I think that's a reach. I
but
think that's
I'm
a reach.
I'm gonna stand by it. Messi created that like out of by him, bro. He knows where to put the ball. That's Messi.
Anyways, yeah, England gets knocked out. But back to the quote. I think that low key, like this is exactly what they were doing, and Harry Kane had no problem. He didn't come out and complain like we shouldn't be playing this defensive style. But because they lost, then he kind of goes and throws Tuchel under the bus when like you were fine with doing it before, like now you lose and you're like, oh well, we
Well,
shouldn't be doing that.
he's extremely pissed off in that moment because he knows this is probably his last World Cup.
Yeah,
Like if he has
fair.
another one, he's not going to be as good. So he probably in his mind is like, yeah, I'm never going to get a better chance than this to go win a World Cup, and they got so damn close again. So in my opinion, yeah, I think that's just an emotional statement. I think he'll probably come out later with like saying something the opposite effect, being like
Yeah.
Tuchel was not the reason we lost, something like that. I did see that England fans want this guy's head on a stick, bro. Like England fans want this guy thrown into the river, like stoned and like tarred and feathered, bro. But they ended up extending him through the Euro 2028. So
yeah, they
think
just extended him.
I think I liked the way that he had England play this tournament. I thought it was nice. It was fun to watch. But I think they can make another deep run in the Euros. But
Yeah, I think that they are definitely a deep contender to win the Euros. To be honest with you, that was a coming into the tournament. England was like, I think the boogies had them like maybe somewhere in the top 5, but like definitely not 1, 2, like getting this far. So for them to make the run as far as it is, obviously it hurts that you were so close and you had to lead and like you could have done it. You lose to Argentina because of the way you decided to play. But to ask for the guy's head on a stick is crazy to me. He did a lot for this country, and before this, I think I don't know how long it's been since they reached the semis.
2018 with Croatia,
Yeah,
they lost to Croatia.
It's been a while, and I think he had a great tournament. Obviously, the plan didn't work as great. I think they were probably better off if they kept playing Argentina on the 2-por-2 and keep hitting them on we attack you attack us, and keep going that way rather than just sit in the box and invite pressure. I always think that's the worst thing to do. It's sitting and inviting the pressure and allowing it when you have such a talented team. Like, yes,
But
I
that's
understand you're a lower, maybe in like club level, like you're a recently promoted team and like you don't have the quality of the players that this England team has. Yeah, go ahead, sit back, observe the pressure. But when you have Jude Bellingham, which is having he arguably is the best England player that this English team has playing at all fucking fire. The kid doesn't miss right now. Harry Kane, which is hitting fucking 60-yard bombs leading to goals. Anthony Gordon playing great. Everybody's playing great. And just say, nah, bro. Fucking take on the pressure. I don't think that's a play. I don't think.
I think that was his game plan the whole time, was to just kind of nick the first goal, and then I think Tuchel was maybe a little scared of the physical dominance Argentina was going to have. Like, I don't think Tuchel wanted his guys to play as fiery and as physical as Argentina was going to. But in hindsight, he probably should have. But then again, I don't know if any of the England players really have that kind of capability to play that way. So when you think about Declan Rice and Elliot Anderson, you're not thinking of big physical guys that are going to win you midfield duels, you know. But for Argentina, I mean, those 10 players will fucking die on that pitch for Lionel Messi. So it's like, you know what you're going up against, and he tried to just counter it by almost like soaking it up. But like I said, it's totally different story if they win this game. They would have him like knighted and everything if they won this match.
Yeah. Yeah. Moving on to our final prediction. Spain versus Argentina. Man, I'll be happy either way. Whoever wins it, I don't care. I'm gonna be a happy boy. La Masia final. We got Messi on one side, Lamine Yamal and 6 others on Barcelona playing in Spain. Real Madrid with no Spanish players other than Cucurella, who they just purchased to say that they have somebody in the final, I guess. Man, I can't say that I'll be upset if one team wins or one team loses, but all right, let's see. Let's hear the predictions, guys. What do we got?
Well, before I give my prediction, I wanna I wanna talk about. Have you guys seen the picture that is getting plastered everywhere of Lionel Messi and Lamine Yamal when Yamal is like a baby? Have you guys seen this?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, that was been a thing for like
that
few
has
months
been
now.
This is fucking weird, bro. It's fucking weird. People are like, all the commentary I see on this is people are like, oh my god, how crazy is this? Like, how crazy? It's not crazy, bro. It's fucking weird, dude. I have seen like, I've never been a believer in the whole like scripted or rigged thing. This is like as clear as day as it gets me. Like this shit like what are the chances a random ass fucking baby that happens to turn out to be Lamine Yamal, you know, same pathway as Messi. He's supposed to overtake Messi and like be the next, you know, carrier of the guard and everything. It's fucking weird, bro. Like this, after the shit that's already happened in this tournament with like Trump getting a fucking red card overturned for his country. Like,
forgot about
this
that.
This is just like this is some crazy like this is too big of a thing to be a coincidence in my opinion. Like,
You think there was like a blood sacrifice that happened?
I think
something like
I
that?
think there's definitely something going on here, and I think we are all being lied to. So I'm kind of this is like turning me into a conspiracy theorist, to be honest with you.
I was about to say, shout out to the conspiracy theorists. I guess they're gonna.
I think this whole thing is planned. I think the final happens. It's Yamal versus Messi. Spain wins. Lamine probably scores a goal, and like the torch is like officially passed, and then everyone's gonna point to that picture and be like, "Oh, Messi blessed him with the touch of his hand." Bro, this is fucking weird. Like, this is just flat out strange. It's obscure, bro.
I looked into how that happened. It was I think it was a
UNICEF
charity event. 3 random babies were selected.
Yeah, it was like a raffle.
Yeah,
and each
Random.
neighborhood or something like in Barcelona.
And so they just happened to pick Lamine Yamal.
Nah, that's just too big of a coincidence for me. Like, that shit just doesn't happen, bro.
I thought it wasn't real when it first started, to be honest. I was like,
I didn't either. I thought it was AI, but
that's just real.
It's not real, bro. This is like not real life. We are all living in a simulation. Like, this is too perfect of a storyline for it to be real. Like,
Matt's off his rocker.
I just can't I can't wrap my head around this, and no one seems to be talking about like just how like mind blowing this is. Like,
it is.
It's just too big of a coincidence for me to be a coincidence.
Nuts. I mean, I don't know. I got one word for you, man. It's cinema. Literally,
it's just weird.
Even if you say it's
weird.
scripted is just this is like the most like this is gonna be the most remembered World Cup like ever probably. The way just for the final alone, like. I mean, the Argentina-France one from 2022, that one was. I mean, that's probably in like top 3 of all. Probably like
that's
all
probably
the
best football match to ever be played.
I mean, yeah, just like back and forth.
Absolutely defensively shit, but
yeah,
that's what I'm looking for in like a World Cup final, bro. Is like that kind of game. I'm not looking forward to this stupid Haram ball Arsenal-esque type of thing that Spain are gonna put together.
I just can't wait to see Spurs play Haram ball next season, and
but it's gonna
has to watch it.
Okay, well. We've never watched Roberto De Zerbi before. I got you. So, anyways, but back to my point. It's like I don't know. Argentina. It's like the game. Here's how the game's gonna go. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Here's how the game's gonna go.
There's a script.
So there's a script. I've got the script early. I got it in my hands. I'm gonna read it out to y'all.
Yep.
So the game's gonna start, and Spain are obviously gonna like dominate, but Argentina are gonna be like so fired up. They're gonna get a few chances here in the first like 10, 15 minutes. Spain are going to ease like into the control, and before you know it, it's going to be like the 35th, 40th minute. Spain are going to get a goal, and they're going to score a goal. It's going to be a nice worked, passing play into probably like Oyarzabal or Dani Olmo or someone, and it's going to be a good finish. Probably like top of the 6-yard box, maybe like 10 yards out, and it's going to be 1-0 Spain at halftime. It's going to be 1-0, and then Argentina are going to come out, and the second half's going to play out largely the same way as the first, and then it's going to get to about the 75th, 80th minute, and Messi is going to pull off some crazy like dark arts magic, and he's going to score a goal, and it's going to be 1-1. And you're getting the late stage of the game, and I think come like the 85th, 90th minute, Lamine Yamal is going to score the game winner. It's going to be 2-1 Spain. Perfect for it to be like the official passing of the torch. It's going to be Messi like magic equalize, Lamine Yamal, the next generation take it over, like 19-year-old wonder kid. Same club, same position, same everything, bro.
Adidas wrote it.
This whole damn thing is scripted, and when it plays out exactly like this, all I'm gonna say is I've been here, bro. I've been reading it, I've been seeing it. There's only one way that this game plays out. There's only one way this game plays out. Like Messi's obviously has to have his moment, and then Lamine Yamal, who's had terrible tournament up to this point, and then that's gonna be like the big talking point afterwards. Is like, oh, Lamine Yamal showed up when it mattered. Like he showed up in the big time. Like everyone counted him out, and he showed up big time. And it's
Give
like
him the Ballon d'Or.
I was just gonna bring that up.
Okay,
We've
lost the plot.
Okay, hold on. Genuine question before we get into breaking this match down and what we think. If Lamine Yamal has a good game, a good final against Argentina, and Spain win the World Cup, he has to be a shoo-in for like the Ballon d'Or.
I think if he contributes gives 2 goal contributions or more, and I mean obviously it makes his team win, I think he'll get it. I think just because of the bias. I mean obviously like they hold that
remember
World Cup.
This is also a popularity contest.
Yeah,
by the way, not football-esque. So
they hold that World Cup final in such high regard though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think
They don't just hold the World Cup final in high regard. They hold the whole tournament in high regard. I think if Yamal wanted to win the Ballon d'Or this year, Lamine Yamal,
put some respect on the young go, bro.
Type shit.
Yeah,
okay. He's only like 15, right? So, anyways, I think if he wanted to win the Ballon d'Or, he needed to have a good tournament, and he has not had a good tournament. He scored one goal against Saudi Arabia, and I think in the final, he's going to be largely unproductive. I think he's going to beat his man a couple times, yada yada, maybe get a cross or 2 into the box. But I think he's going to be largely ghosting the final until that moment where he scores the game winner. And I think that's going to be like the only thing he does pretty much in the whole game. So I don't think that's enough for him to win the Ballon d'Or. But at the same time, there's also a lack of competition for this year. So
Olise if Olise was in the final and had a good one, very strong argument. Mbappe, if he was in the final,
I would still say that Olise had a better tournament than Lamine Yamal did.
You're so right, but I think that whoever wins the Ballon d'Or is coming out of it's either gonna be Messi with Argentina, or someone in Spain.
I feel like it's gonna be between like Messi. If Lamine Yamal does good in the World Cup final, I think if he scores 1 goal and assists 1 or scores 2, like I think for sure like he's gonna be top 3.
I don't even know if it goes down to goals or assists. I think if he has a good game in general, I think.
No, I think for this one he needs to like provide an attainable stat, not just like these. We watched the games.
They gave it to Rodri, which he didn't give attainable stats. Like midfielders win it. That
was a season where he had a clutch goal against Madrid, and then a clutch goal for Spain. Like that was why he won it that year. Because I mean, it was those moments like they hold it so high, and then Vinny. I mean, obviously just a scumbag off the field. Scumbag when he doesn't play soccer, and so that's why he lost it because of that rule where.
So then, what would you call Lamine Yamal off the pitch then? If Vinny's a scumbag,
that's different. Cocky, don't confuse cocky with scumbag. Don't confuse the two.
What made Vinny a scumbag?
Crying to the ref, fighting every single time. Like that's
something every football player does.
No, but like to the max, to the point where like you're like being held back by your teammates and like putting other players down. Like that's Vinny. Lamine Yamal is like cocky.
You can't say that Lamine Yamal and Vinny have the same attitude on the pitch regarding
the pitch
that.
It is off the pitch. Lamine Yamal's cocky.
Also that he's cocky. He'll talk his shit, but like I don't think it's ever to the point where it's disrespectful.
Yeah, it's not disrespectful at all. He has respect. Vinny Jr. has no respect at all.
Ahead, I think to Beto's point, he's talking about like these moments that make a difference, and they absolutely do. But at the same time, your play outside of those moments has to be spectacular, like
Yeah,
for
that's
pretty
what I'm
much the
saying.
entire season.
Yeah.
And when you take into account club season and tournament,
Club
Lamine
season,
Yamal's
Yamil
not,
has it. Club season,
right.
Yamil
He has the club season, but he
Yep.
does not have the tournament. And I
Tournament,
think
no.
they're gonna hold. I think they always hold the World Cup to a much higher regard as they
Yes.
should to any given club seasons.
If he has a good final though, he's the shoe
Yeah,
in
because
for
it's voted by like what all the coaches,
journalists,
the journalists, and then the
coaches,
captains. And I
the
think if
captains,
they
yeah.
look at that final, Lamine Yamal does something, they'll be like, yeah, I mean, but the thing
You
is,
mean-
like the person you're naming that does club and country is Messi. I mean, he won the MLS. I mean,
Yeah,
the
okay,
person the person
no,
you're
no, no,
naming,
no,
if we're going off those standards, the person
yes,
it's
but
gonna be.
we understand. Like they obviously, if Argentina win it, they're giving it to Messi. That's damn near fucking.
I think even if
given.
he loses it, if he scores in the final, I think Messi still
No, absolutely not,
because he's gonna have the golden ball. I mean the golden boot. Damn
Yeah,
near. I mean, pretty much the golden ball too. He's gonna have both of them locked in. Because who else in this tournament is doing better than Messi overall? I mean, Mbappe, yes, but where did he get him? That's a lot.
Yeah, if Mbappe had any better of a club season at Real Madrid, it would be him. A million
Yeah,
times,
no, you're
but
not wrong. Yeah,
All he has is
Real
the
Madrid didn't
Pichichi.
show.
All he has is the Pichichi. That's all. That's the only
No,
thing he won.
I think
individual.
Mbappe is nowhere near like to have unless France made it all the way to the final and like
Yeah, Mbappe
got
definitely
close to
would've
winning
got
it. He would have got it. Maybe it would be an argument between him and Olise to get it.
Yeah.
Harry Kane was a big argument.
I think
if
he
they
was
made it
too.
to
Harry
the
Kane
final.
scored like 70 damn near 80 goals.
He's
this
gonna be
whole,
top.
this whole season.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
He's gonna be him, Mbappe, or Messi, top three.
Yeah,
That's gonna be the top three. Like
no, I think it's depending.
at least he could take Lamine's spot. Lamine could be four or three, but top two is gonna be Messi and Harry Kane.
Lamine will be top three if he has a decent game against Argentina, and I think whoever wins it wins the Ballon d'Or. To be honest, it's either gonna be Lamine on the Spain side, or they might even argue for Rodri because he's had a great fucking tournament.
He's injured the
To
whole
get
season,
his
though,
second-
so I mean, I don't think
Yeah,
they can't value one World Cup tournament to like annul your whole season that you were injured and barely played from a city.
yeah, you're right because they didn't value fucking Messi's Ballon d'Or when he was already in the MLS. Yeah, full show.
But Rodri's really played. It doesn't really.
Yeah,
I
but
can't
we've
imagine
seen it.
Messi
We've
winning
seen
it,
it.
to be honest.
We've seen it time
Nah,
in and
bro,
time
we
out
already-
though.
like bias aside, we all know like Messi's like the fan favorite of all the players, all the coaches, because like just
If they give the Ballon d'Or to an MLS player, I think the world is gonna go up in flames. Like
They already did. They gave it to Messi when he was
Yeah.
already playing in MLS,
Yeah.
and they won. They won.
for his first season.
Yeah,
yeah,
he won the World Cup, and that's what got it.
he won it. He won it over a treble Holland.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He won
Yeah.
it over a treble
So,
Holland. By the way,
They've already set the precedent. Like they set the fucking standard. They will give it to him if he wins it. If he loses it, it's going somewhere in Spain. I think that's my opinion, at least.
I think Lamine Yamal probably wins it anyways, even regardless if he goes or not in the final.
If they win it, if Spain wins it,
Probably I think Spain wins it regardless whether he does something or not. But yeah, I think he probably wins it anyways.
All right. Anyways, predictions. Bean, Matt basically took us to the script.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spain Argentina, the final, bro.
Before I get into that, I have a question for whoever's watching. If you're a Madrid or Ronaldo fan, who are you supporting? Who do you want to win? Do you want Messi to lose so bad that you choose Spain and Lamine Yamal, or do you hate Barcelona and like so much that you want to see Lamine Yamal lose and have Messi win?
I think your question is for Madrid fans that are not Spaniards. Because
I was
I
gonna
think-
say, yeah, if we're talking about Spanish Madrid fans, which is like none of them, by the way, but
Yeah.
if we're talking about Spanish Madrid fans, they obviously probably just want Spain to win.
Well, unless like you got like your super big ass Madridistas that are
Yeah,
like,
but we're
fucked
not
against-
talking about the ones in Spain because they're not gonna probably see this. We're talking about the Americans, South Americans, whoever watches this, the Middle Easterns, wherever you are, Asia, Africa, whoever you are watching this, and if you're a Madrid fan and you're not from Spain, well, who do you support, man? Because either way, oh, wrong side. You're gonna be supporting this badge. You're gonna be supporting this badge right here because
Eh?
Messi and Lamine Yamal are probably like the greatest in right now in the moment, like footballers right now. So they're both like the star boys of their team, the poster boys of their team. So you're supporting this badge, just So you can turn the TV off if you don't want to support them. I understand. You don't have to watch the final. It's all good.
Messi did great things at other clubs. We know this, right? Like Messi is not solely entirely 100% tied to Barcelona.
Yeah, but you go back to
I'm confused with the point you're trying to make here.
I'm just saying you're not. If you're supporting Argentina, you're not necessarily supporting Barcelona, like you say.
If you think about Messi, what team are you thinking about? You're
obviously-
putting him with
you obviously
Barcelona.
you obviously think about Barcelona
Okay,
first.
exactly.
I don't think he's regarded too highly in his PSG time.
He was
or,
not.
I
He was
guess-
hated. He was hated by the P. I mean, he hated living there. It was when his time in France and Paris was not good. It's because all the criticism, all the judgment, his family didn't feel welcome. I mean, it wasn't a good time. So you can't really. Inter Miami, a different story because I mean, it's the MLS. Like, I mean, what Messi did for the MLS is like, I don't know.
that's also fucking nuts.
I feel like they were set back like 10 years, and Messi set him forward like 8 years.
I would argue all that progress is gone. I
mean,
would
yeah.
say all the hype died down.
hype,
It's gone.
It's like it's a new toy.
People show up to the Inter Miami games for wherever their local MLS club is playing. They'll show up to when they play Inter
To
Miami.
watch Messi.
But other than that, it's a ghost town everywhere.
Yeah.
Nobody pays for
It's
the stupid Apple TV subscription to watch anymore. Nobody is going to games outside of whether or not Messi's there. And even when Inter Miami does show up to play their team, there's like a 40% chance Messi doesn't even play.
Yeah. No, I think it's the new toy effect. The new toy is gone. It's Messi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's been here. Whatever. I don't think there's more hype to it. But he still did great things for MLS. I think there's more eyes, especially on Inter Miami. But that's neither here nor there, and that's not the discussion we're having. But go ahead and now get into
let me get to the game
your
now.
Spain and Argentina.
After I address the Madrid fanboys and Pinaldo fanboys. Okay. Let's see. Spain, Argentina. I mean, this game is hard to call because, like, I mean, we've seen in the last 4 games Argentina. They don't wake up until like they're down or in the 75th plus minute. Like that's when I feel like they truly come alive. And I don't know if it's like that do or die or like you were saying. And I watched Giuliano Simeone interview. Like he was crying. He's like, we give everything for Messi. We run for Messi and all of Argentina. Like we're here. We'll die in this field for him. I feel like Portugal doesn't do that for Ronaldo. Like the players don't respect him. Like you can tell there was like obviously some beef between some of the players like Bruno Fernandes and Vitinha or João Neves. They're like all they showed like some disdain towards Ronaldo versus this.
I think sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
I think it goes into the fact that a lot of players in Portugal feel like they're at a better level than Ronaldo is currently. And Argentina, I don't think there's anybody that thinks that they are better than Messi or they're playing at a better level than Messi. I think they still buy into Messi being the GOAT, being the greatest. I think in Portugal, the problem is that I think the Portuguese, they're already on. Okay, he was the GOAT. He was the greatest. Like, but he's not playing.
They're like, okay, let's move on. Like,
they're not bought into the Ronaldo system. They're not bought into it. Basically,
that just goes to show like Messi's like level, like because like Messi's only 2 years younger than Ronaldo. So like, I mean, 2 years being a lot. I mean, at that age, they're still like they're both hitting 40. But yeah, this Argentina team has so much respect for Messi. Even I feel like even if there was a player that was at the caliber of like Messi or like as good as Messi or coming up, I think that player would, because like that was how Julian Alvarez was. Like he was coming up and I mean like maybe now he's like a little bit like died down a little bit, like the hype and like how good performances he had. But when he was at City and he was coming up for that 22 World Cup, like he had nothing but respect for Messi. Like he was unselfish. He would like if he was open, he'd pass to Messi. Like that's just like the kind of player Messi is. Like you look up to him, you want him to win, you respect him because he might not like be the most talkative person, but just like you have somebody on that team that you're confident you give them the ball and they're gonna do something and like follow their footsteps, So, and that's why like I think this Argentina Spain game it's hard to call because I mean Spain can look as dominant, like they might not play the most prettiest football, but you can never doubt Messi. Like he's showing it every single game of this tournament. When they needed something, he's been there. And Spain, whenever the person that's showed up for Spain is Mikel Merino. Like he saved them with 2 goals, So like, I mean, that's goes to say a lot because I mean, no disrespect to him, but he isn't on that level of Messi. But I don't know. I can see this going either way, but I kind of want to buy into the Matt Adidas and footballing world conspiracy
Matt's
theory
script is a fucking great script, bro.
Dude.
It's a great script.
If there's ever a time for like it to just be blatantly obviously scripted, it's now. Like it's this World Cup. It's the most corporate, greedy, like, oh my god, I just can't.
Had to be in America, baby. USA.
Yeah.
Not only that, I mean, we've seen it coming. Like I talked about it before. Like I go to the mall and I see Lamine Yamal, bro. Like I've never seen a footballer at a fucking American Eagle. I think Dig Sporting is too. Like, what the fuck, hella random. Like, why is Lamine Yamal like face out there? Like, I never seen Messi that much. I never seen Ronaldo that much. I never seen fucking who else you guys want to throw up there, Mbappe or Haaland or Vinny. I never seen their faces like that. Like so maybe you're right. Maybe it is corporate greed. They're like, oh, now people are gonna buy into our product. They're gonna be like, who's this Lamine Yamal kid? Oh, he's fucking he's has a sponsorship with fucking American Eagle. Let me go buy American Eagle. Let me go fucking buy McDonald's. Let me go buy Adidas. Maybe, but at the same time, that's kind of a deep reach because that means your whole life you've been lied to. All the football, every single game you watch football, you've been lied to, and you've been fed.
If that's what it is, that's what it is, man.
It goes so deep, bro. That means these guys aren't players; they're actors. They're give them a fucking Oscar.
I don't know.
I don't think it's like that bad, but I think that I think referees play more of a part in this than like the players maybe do. And you saw this like with the Calciopoli thing in Italy way back in like the early 2000s, right? Like, and this thing can go under the radar. No one knows about it, and this could be the case for like 20, 30 years in the future before someone finally snitches or like reveals something. So like this is the kind of thing that like this just inherently happens when you have corporations that are able to get any sort of foot into the door with anything related to sport. Like integrity is gone the moment that monetization kind of starts to happen from corporations within sports. It's like whether that's like advertisements or like I don't know, any sort of like deals that anyone can string up with a player where like, oh yeah, this club is wearing our logo on the front of their shirt. Like, wouldn't it be crazy if the referee made a little bit of an oopsie and kind of maybe gave them a penalty that probably shouldn't have been given? And then, VAR is an optical illusion that doesn't actually exist. So
VAR works when it works for FIFA, but no, I'm sure we'll hear 20 years down the line about something that happened during our time of like someone was like fucking taking money for something. We see it in basketball. There's somebody that's being fucking hounded for it right now, or fucking hitting his lines and like or avoiding it. So I'm
I think
sure there has to be something.
There's too much money involved in the sport, especially the World Cup, for there to like not be some sort of shady business going on in the background. But I think, and I'm probably also just yapping about a whole lot of nothing. So like, in reality, I don't like actually think it's like scripted. But at the same time, that Lamine Yamal photo is fucking weird, bro. It's like it's weird, bro. So I don't know.
It's weird or just written in the stars, man. Just like,
but that kind of shit doesn't happen, bro. The chances of the chances.
I mean, you're right. You're right.
Of that baby ending up and turning into Lamine Yamal having the life and career path that he had, the chances of that have to be so astronomically small that it's nigh on impossible for this kind of thing to like genuinely happen and be authentic. So
I think Messi was the same age and Lamine Yamal is now when that picture was taken. I think by the way.
he had the long hair, so he was definitely young.
He was I think he was 19 or 20. I'm pretty sure.
Messi wasn't quote unquote Messi yet when that picture happened.
Yeah, he was. I'm pretty sure it was because Lamine Yamal is 19, and they're saying that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Messi was like the same age, if not like close to the same age as Lamine Yamal. So like, it is crazy, and it makes you think like this is like real. This is something you see in a fucking movie or like a book or like fucking something. Like is it that coincidence? Or did Messi really implant his magic into Lamine Yamal? Like I don't know, bro. Like
okay,
he didn't
crazy. Do either. This is all set up by the corrupt motherfuckers at FIFA that wanted this shit to happen.
For show, yeah. Hey, you see that kid? Go give him all the fucking talent for show.
Yeah.
Yeah, let him dribble past tons of motherfuckers and do what we gotta do. For sure.
It's too wild for me, bro.
I think it's too deep.
My brain can't comprehend it.
I understand you, but I feel like it's too deep to be all that, bro. I feel
there are too many things that needed to perfectly fall into place for this to be a coincidence, in my opinion. So
I mean, I guess, yeah.
I don't know. I don't like honestly believe it's like scripted, but at the same time, it's like mind blowing to me. So it's like
oh yeah.
Like it's probably not more likely than not scripted, but if it comes out that it is scripted, I'm gonna be here like totally not surprised at all. Like does not shock me one bit.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Matt's script is kind of the best thing I see happening for both sides.
Yeah, I mean that's how I think it's gonna end. I mean, like,
you get Messi to get his goal, have his chance in the game, and have his opportunity to put his mark on it. But ultimately, I think just putting like Barca, Lamine, Messi bias aside, I think this is going to be a game that Spain will ultimately dominate possession. We won't see Argentina try to hit them on counters real quick, but ultimately Spain will dominate the match. We're going to see the game end with like 60-40 possession Spain's way uh, until the 80th minute when Argentina wake up and they're like, shit, we got to play. We're about to get eliminated. We'll see them fucking fight for a goal and maybe get one, but I think it'll be too late. I think Spain will end up winning this match. As much as I would love to see my goat get another World Cup, but got time for new blood, man. I think this will be the Lamine Yamal show and passing of the torch. Just how Matt said. I think ultimately Spain will win
Worst
this
case
match.
scenario. It couldn't possibly get worse than this, in my opinion.
I don't think
And
you
I'm
guys-
not even a Messi hater, bro. Like I've been a Messi fan my whole life, bro. Like in all honesty, I want him to get another World Cup. Like I want him to just like, I mean, the debate ended 4 years ago, but like I want him to
Yeah.
just like totally like
solidify it.
not only is he like the GOAT right now, but he will like no one will ever be better than this guy ever. Like in the history of the sport, no one's ever gonna be better than this guy. Like so that's kind of what I like want to happen. But at the same time, Spain play like way too well of a technical game for Argentina to like do anything about it.
Yeah.
Like
Any bias aside, like just full on analyzing the game, Spain are playing better than Argentina. Argentina are relying on Messi to create magic, as to where Spain is relying on themselves as a team to figure it out and break teams down, play that recycle ball and play like nobody's ever seen before, and fucking win matches. And I think that is what will end up happening. Spain will win. I hope the script happens exactly how Matt said. Spain will get one early, then Messi goes and gets his goal. Everybody's hyped. And then in the 85th minute, Lamine Yamal goes and crushes all the Argentina people's hearts and end up winning it. And then in October, we see him lift the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah,
That's my script.
My script
I
is
buy it.
Lamine Yamal brace, and pretty much like Matt said, it's gonna be like tied. Lamine Yamal but I think Lamine Yamal scores both goals.
I think Spain could probably get another penalty again. Like first goal is probably another penalty if I had to guess.
Yeah, Argentina is a little bit
that-
reckless sometimes in the box, so I don't put it past them.
We've seen the Argentina like flair, but we haven't seen the recklessness yet.
No,
and
and
it's a
they're-
given. It's a given. It happens every
It's
tournament.
gonna
We
happen.
haven't seen it yet.
I would not be surprised if we see a red card from Argentina in this final.
I think we're well overdue for an Argentina red card, but
I
I
think
don't
we're
know
overdue-
if it would.
I think we're
I don't know
overdue
if it'll-
for a
I don't think it'll be
medal.
the. Well, that's the thing is like everyone's gonna look at like the obvious choices like Christian Romero, but I think it's gonna be someone maybe like less
I think
expected.
if Otamendi touches the pitch, I think Otamendi is
I think
also one of those hotheads.
Paredes is reckless. I think it'll be Paredes, bro. If he plays,
I think it'd be Simeone if he starts again.
he is also reckless, bro.
I-
I'm one of the plays.
I don't fucking rate
Bro,
Simeone, to
on
be
one of the
honest.
plays, this dude was digging his head into like I don't know if it was Jude or I forgot maybe Ellen Anderson. He was digging his head to try to win the ball, and that's when the ref called like a foul. He was like, this guy's like trying to get the ball so bad that he's digging his head into the guy's chest to try to get it. Like literally, like I'm that low key.
Yeah, whatever. I think that's the
It's dirty,
biggest
but it's
nepo
hard.
baby situation we got so
Yeah.
far.
I can see that a little bit.
Is that Argentina's version of Triple G and Sebastian Berhalter? Or what?
I think so, dude. I think so because like I don't rate the kid personally, but I don't know. That's just
I think he's
that's-
okay, but he's probably not good enough to be in an Argentina
no
team.
for sure. He's okay. I think I agree, but he's not horrible. I guess he's not the worst player out there, but to be playing for this Argentina team, I don't think he has quality. But that's neither here nor there. All right, that concludes another episode of the UMB Footy Podcast. Let us know who your winners are. Who will end up winning the Golden Boot? It was the Ballon d'Or shout. Does Messi win another? Does Lamine Yamal finally take over the torch and continue on as the Barcelona GOAT? I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace.
Peace.
Peace out.